We're talking fall trends today. Today I'm going to go into the top 5 trends that I think we're going to see everywhere for fall 2024 and winter 2024 actually. Starting to see some of the spring pop up. New York Fashion Week is happening, and it does seem to me that for the most part, the designs are in line with what we're going to see for fall 2024. As always, these are just my opinions and thoughts. It's just for fun. Wear whatever you like, whenever you like, but I always do like to get an idea of like what I think the seasonal trends are, because it does, for one, it interests me, and I think it's kind of intriguing about why things are trending or why things change, but it also gives us some glimpses into what we're going to see, you know, the next couple months and then coming years. So usually there's a color of the season. There was red last winter and into the spring, and then there was that light blue, and then there was the brat summer with the lime green, which is continuing, by the way. That's still going on right now. We're still in summer technically, but you know, everyone's getting excited for fall, including myself. And the color that really seems to be prevalent on all the runways that we saw a couple months ago, and we're starting to see in the stores, is burgundy. There is a ton of burgundy out there. Now, I don't wear a lot of burgundy because of my hair color. It just tends to clash a little bit. But I do love a good burgundy, like something that's really rich. Burgundy always, at least to me, it always sends a signal of like wealth. Don't know why, but burgundy does that, especially like a weathered, leathered burgundy, something even like that has like an ombre look. And one of the things I'm gonna get into after color is going to involve bags, but there's one item that falls into the burgundy trend and into the next trend, and I'll explain what that next trend is in a second. But it is the new Coach Empire bag. Now this bag actually comes in 4 sizes, like a 25, 30, a 40, and a 45, I believe. And the thing is that this bag is the bag of the season. It is sold out everywhere in the colors Merlot, the burgundy, and the blue. Blue is just very, very popular. There's also like a tan shade. Black you can find, but the rest of the shades, especially the Merlot and the blue, they're gone. If you are looking for this bag, I do have some information. I have it down below, and I'll have it in my text box in the description box. Nicho is in the Grove in LA, and I'll make sure all her information is, like I said, down below. She's at Coach at the Grove in LA. And she can help you try to find the bag when it comes back in stock. Now, it is going to be, my understanding, it is going to be restocked, but it's going to be limited. There's not going to be that much. And what shades, that's still in question. I don't know if the blue one's coming back. I don't know if the Merlot is coming back. We think it's coming back. But again, it is so popular that it's sold out online, and it's sold out in every Coach boutique, at least that's what I'm hearing, in the United States, the Merlot and the blue. So burgundy, the Merlot went first. The Merlot went like immediately. And then there's so many bags right now that are this Merlot color, this red color. It's just everywhere. I put up some pictures on Instagram, and I have them on LTK as well, of various bags that have this burgundy color story that are really, it's just really popular right now. One of them, which I have to show you, is this bag that looks familiar, right? It looks like the Chanel. So this is an extremely inexpensive price point. If you were looking for something that is very on trend, because A, it's that burgundy shade, and it's a bag shape that's very popular right now, but you just want something for fun for the fall and winter. You don't want something that's gonna last you, you know, the rest of your life. You're just looking for something that's gonna be cool and trendy for the season. This is a great choice. You know, you're going to spend less than 50 bucks, and it's cute. I've seen it in person. It's actually not badly made. It's like decently made for what you're paying for it. If you're looking for that Chanel 22 kind of bag, you know, that shape, this is exactly the same shape, and it has the quilting and it has the chain. So again, you know, it's a really good choice if you're looking for something that's just fun and trendy. There are all kinds of flats that are burgundy. Flats are still in for fall and winter. I think we're still going to see a lot of different flats, ballet flats, strap flats, flats with all kinds of designs on them. And the burgundy shade is definitely going to be a very popular color choice. Second trend, oversized. So when I was talking about the Coach bag, the Empire bag, the one that's the most popular is like the one that went first was the 45. And if you can see by the picture, it has lots of bag charms all over it. It looks like it's been Jane Birkined, like it's got wear. It looks like it's, you know, been shoved with like a bunch of sweaters and maybe a, you know, a lunch bag or something. So that's the idea, right? You have this huge bag. The 45 and the 40 are basically gone. The tiny bag energy, the small bags that we've seen everywhere, are not as popular in the runways and in the ads that we're seeing. Does that mean that they're going to stop making small bags? Of course not. But you're going to start to see a lot of ads with these huge bags, and a lot of them will be hobo style. So there'll be slouchy bags, there'll be big bags that you can fit a lot into. And, you know, there's just so many different versions of this that I've already seen. There's, you know, inexpensive ones, like Crew has a tote as well these are more reasonable price points that I think, you know, you're going to find a little bit more accessible than the Chanel's of the world. The Coach, like I said, if it comes back in stock and you can get it, it's not inexpensive. The 40 size is, I think, like $700, but compared to the Chanel's that are $5,000 or $6,000, it is a much more reasonable price point. The Demillier tote, that one is beautiful. Demillier makes really good products. I actually have a bag dupe video coming out soon to give you some more suggestions. But I think we're just going to see it across the board in all the bags. So going to be big totes, big hobo bags, slouchy bags. I think that's what's coming. And then, if it isn't already here. And then oversized is not just for the bags. It's for a bunch of things, including clothing. Specifically, from what I've seen, sweaters and jackets. So big, you know, like chunky sweaters, big oversized cashmere sweaters. We're going to have like the wool, you know, like the big oversized with sort of like a tighter pant. Kate has some great ones. Suede has some great ones. There's a lot of good oversized sweaters out there. You know, I have some suggestions that have gone up and I have them down below. I also have a fall fashion page on Shop My you can go to and you can see all the different ones. But I would just say, think of like 80s and 90s where people would have the big sweaters and like the more, you know, like the leggings or a tighter pant. That kind of look, I see that everywhere. Like that is just becoming very popular. Then denim and bomber jackets. So big denim shirts, oversized denim shirts. Victoria Beckham has a great one. Anthropologie has a great one. I've seen that one. They just, you know, the denim jackets as well. The big oversized denim jackets with, you know, like clothing underneath that's a little bit more fitted so that not everything is all oversized. But a good big oversized denim jacket or leather bomber. Now, back in the day, leather bombers were like the big, bulky leather bomber jackets were super popular. They are back. I've seen them in lots of stores. I was at the mall the other day and I saw like a ton of stores with oversized leather bomber jackets, which just cracked me up because I was just like, this is like the late 80s, early 90s. It's just that's what hit me when I was looking at all of this. But there's also really chunky jewelry. So I started to look at like COS has a bunch of pieces that are really great. Ana Luisa has some pieces that are really good. I think it's a response in a way to the quiet luxury, which continues, guys. We're going to get to that in a minute. There's this, I want something bold. I want something, you know, more, which I think is where we're getting the oversized bags and the oversized jackets and the shirts and the big bold jewelry. I've seen a lot of chunky bracelets, a lot of big cuff bracelets that used to be popular in, again, 80s and 90s. Big, huge silver pieces on the neck, on the bangles. So I think we're going to see bigger, bolder jewelry. But interestingly enough, which we're going to get to in a second, it's diametrically opposed to another trend that continues. So I think there's a bunch of different pieces. Chanel also has chunkier jewelry than I've ever seen them have on the runway. And I've started to see some of it pop up in the stores and it does look really cool. I was like, ooh, this looks really nice. I have the animal print. This is the Shop Max shirt that I've talked about a million times. Cassie Thorpe has the exact same shirt, which is kind of interesting. I got mine from either Harrods or Selfridges, I'll be honest. I can't really remember. But the animal prints are everywhere this year. Now, animal prints are always popular. Animal prints really never go out of style. It's not like something that's suddenly, you know, isn't in. But the last trend I'm going to talk about is, again, diametrically opposed to a lot of these things that I've just mentioned. And Reformation, which is one of my favorite new brands. It's not a new brand, but it's relatively new, but new to me as in I've started buying more from Reformation. They have really good products. I have a whole list of things that are kind of my favorites on LTK, but they have a reasonable price point and really well-made clothes. So they're in like $300 to $600 range, which, you know, that luxury for less kind of thing, which is what I'm focusing on for some future videos for all of you guys. But they have shoes, they have some pants that have the animal print, really amazing pieces. Golden Goose has a pair of sneakers that are like sneaker mules that have a leopard print, which I really want. Really want them. I'm not sure where, like, I don't know if I would actually wear them enough, but I love them. I think they're just perfect. Zimmerman makes some great shirts that are similar to this one, and a duster, which is gorgeous. There are Todd's drivers out there that have this animal print. I have some old Todd's drivers that have, I think mine are giraffe print or something, but I love those. I wear them all the time because, to be honest, animal prints are neutrals. And now I know it sounds kind of odd because, you know, it's a little bit more, but it is. It's a neutral. Because the idea of an animal print can kind of go with anything. You know, depending on the animal print that you're dealing with, if you have a leopard or you have a zebra or whatever it is, it acts as kind of its own thing. It's almost like black. It's almost like tan. It's like this great neutral. And you can wear it with anything and anywhere. And it makes the outfit just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more, I don't know, dynamic, but it's not yelling at you. It's not like super logo or anything. So I think animal prints not only are here for the season, but I think they've always been here, and I think they will continue to be here in the future. And I love a good animal print. H&M had a sweater that I actually purchased, which should be coming actually very shortly, and I'll show to you when I do my fashion videos. But that was like, I hope it fits because it's great and such a great price point. I tend not to buy as much fast fashion. I really try to invest in pieces that are going to last me, but some of the better made pieces at H&M can last you if you take care of them, and they're more of a trend piece, like you only wear it, you know, from time to time. I'm not going to say that the H&M pieces are made with the same quality that Reformation is, or of course, you know, pieces that are really well done by, and I want to caveat, Dior, Chanel, Tom Ford, which have had some quality issues, to say the least. The next trend is suede. Suede is everywhere. Suede bags, suede shoes. I picked out a couple of pieces that I think are good representations of that. Brunello Cucinelli has a suede bucket bag, which is stunning, but of course, slightly expensive. There's a suede pencil skirt. I haven't seen suede pencil skirts since the 80s, 90s. I don't even really know how long it has been. There's a hobo bag from Bottega Veneta. Remember I mentioned before the big, large, oversized bags, and hobo is going to be a big part of that? This is like the perfect example of that. It's beautiful, but that's, you know, that suede, it's gorgeous, but it does take upkeep. In fact, Bottega has this season an Andiamo bag in suede, brown suede, which I love. I happen not to own one suede bag. I have none. I have a velvet, but I have no suede bags. Is that true? I think that's true. I don't think I have a suede bag. So now that I think about it, like, I have wanted a Chanel suede bag for years, and I've stopped myself each time from buying one because I live in New England. And the weather here is not great. You know, it's raining, it's snowing, it's whatever. And suede, you know, suede is harder to keep nice. But suede is everywhere now. It's ubiquitous. Like, it's on everything. Here's a bag from Isabel Marant, which is a little bit more reasonable price point. Again, suede kind of hobo. Here is leopard and like a suede. It's a texture to it. I've been looking all over trying to figure out like what the trends are and where I see, and, you know, been going to different malls. It's a prevailing material. And the last trend, which diametrically is opposed to all of the other trends except for burgundy, is this continuation of quiet luxury. But I think it's morphing into like preppy. There is a difference. I see a lot more tweed. I see a lot more that look almost like it's geared for somebody going to a prep school than it is old money, which is, it's a slight difference. And I picked out some pieces from Vince and Reformation and Ralph Lauren, of course, that sort of see this little bit of transition. I think, though, there's still going to be a strong connection to the, whatever you want to call it, quiet luxury, preppy look. Flats are going to continue to still be in style. Ballet flats are incredibly popular. Now they have a little bit more design to them, like they have a buckle strap or something like that, but I still see a lot of them. Mary Janes are becoming popular again, and Mary Janes sort of have that more like schoolgirl kind of look. The bags, although oversized, do look like they're simple, right? They're suede or they're leather woven. There's not a lot of logos, a lot of designs on them. It's that quiet look. It's big. It's definitely a big bag. It's definitely a capacious bag, but it's a capacious bag that you're putting your computer in to go study at the library. Like, that's the kind of thing. And there's not a lot of logos all over it, so you know who made it. The big jewelry. Yes, there's a lot of big chunky jewelry and very like structural jewelry, but also there is a huge trend in man-made diamonds. These are by Ideal. You know I wear a lot of Ideal. These are my new favorites. I'll make sure the links are down below. These are great gifts, by the way, guys. They make like the perfect gift for someone who you don't know what to get, but you want to get something really nice. They're diamonds. They're just, you know, man-made diamonds, and they're beautiful and they're modular and you can mix them up all the time. And for me, I love that because I can put different pieces together. And there's a huge uptick if you read the Real report for the end of the year, like what's, you know, trends and what's selling. There was a huge uptick in the purchasing of man-made diamonds by a certain segment of the population, older segment of the population. So I think that's really interesting. And I think it has a lot to do with sustainability, environmental issues, but also they look and are the same components as a mined diamond, but at a much less expensive price point. So, you know, if you're looking for something, again, luxury for less, and you don't want to spend money on something for no reason, for no good reason, and it's something that you're keeping, it's an heirloom, it's beautiful, it's stunning, and it fits in with that quiet luxury, preppy look. That again is that's absolutely diametrically opposed to chunky jewelry and animal print to a certain extent. Although animal print is, I think, a neutral, you know, the idea is that it's animal print kind of everywhere, whereas in a preppy, classic, old money look, you're going to have just one piece that might have an animal print to it. So I think there's going to be a little bit more, and there has been, right? Because now, although there's trends and there's things that certain people follow, the trends change every day because you have something like TikTok where every single minute someone comes up with something new, something, you know, that somebody glams onto. It could be the demure trend. It could be the mob wife trend. Who knows? But I do think these ones that I've mentioned today are what fashion and beauty have some of the ones that the fashion and beauty have focused in on, and we're going to see more of. And to be honest with you, I love all of these trends. Burgundy is a great shade for most of us. Like I said, I don't wear a ton of burgundy clothes, but a burgundy bag, that I can get on board with. Oversized jewelry, oversized sweaters and bags, and like a denim shirt. Yeah, absolutely. I love that look. Again, I'm a girl of the 80s and 90s. The animal prints. I love animal prints. I think animal prints are fantastic. I think, you know, I don't think I would wear head to toe animal print, but, you know, a shirt or a headband or a scarf or pants with a black sweater. I love that. Suede and textural, like heavier fabrics. That's always popular in the fall and the winter, but this year I see it everywhere, especially with bags. I see a lot of suede bags. And again, in comparison, you're combining the oversized, the big hobo bags with suede, and sometimes in burgundy. So you hit three out of the 5. The the continuation of quiet luxury moving into this sort of preppy thing, I think is a pretty, I'm not surprised about that movement. And again, the row is still incredibly big. Phoebe Philo is still incredibly popular. Again, these are my opinions. These are my thoughts. I thought it was fun to talk about the fall trends, but whatever you like and wear, you know, it's always up to you. And I think things move so quickly nowadays, it's a little harder to have broad trends anyway. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think the trends are going to be. I wonder if you think any of these trends are on target or not. And if they are there things that you would love to pick up? Like, are you planning on picking up a Suede oversized Burgundy bag, for example? So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.